Moment of truth here. Do they fit? I've never been so excited about something other than my big boat.
I did not expect to be in the trailer going down. Oh my God. First project complete.
Our boat now has a name. Oh man, take a look. It'll probably never look like this again once it gets in the water.
New tools, baby. Yeah, it's the first time I've got to open them.
It's all right. I can take the heat. We're all good.
I don't want to mess it up.
Before they were too long, and now are they going to be too short? Well, the boat building saga continues here at the HH factory. We were really hoping that we were going to be sailing for Christmas, but that is not going to happen. But we want to end this year on a positive note because there's still lots to be excited about and lots to be grateful for, like the fact that our boat now has a name. Oh. So we will be sailing in the new year. That is what HH has promised us, so we're going to hold them to that. And you can tell that that's probably true because we are getting closer every single day. They are prepping right now for the third coat of copper bottom that they got going on here. Our boot stripe has been painted on. They've put our rope cutters on. That was a kind of a little bit of a last minute decision after we saw some other people have some issues. So new addition, but we got to do that because the boat was delayed. So you know, there's silver linings. But we don't want to kind of dilly-dally with too many of the details because you're going to see so much of the boat once it's in the water and when it's not under like full construction mode. But there is one item that we don't think we should wait on and that you should know about today because it's a big one.
We have been living in an RV and a boat basically for the past 12 or so years, 13, 14, whatever, however many years. Each of those vessels have been great and they've taken us wonderful places, but none of them have had the space or the water capacity or the battery capacity to install a dishwasher. So that's why we've never had a dishwasher. It's not like Nikki wouldn't let me have one, but we did sort of have that argument maybe a year ago when we were on that Neil Catamaran and it was like, no, you don't need one. Yes, you do. No, you don't. Yes, you will. Anyway, I just gave it up. We couldn't find a dishwasher that would fit. So what happened is they built these cabinets just custom, but they didn't think they were going to put in a dishwasher. So if we went with like the standard Bosch small dishwasher or the like drawer style, it was going to be too wide. And they'd have to redo these entire cabinets. And that just wasn't in our budget, frankly. And there's not that much space in here for that. So I just gave it up. I was like, no, it's fine, honey. No, it's fine. She kept at it. She kept searching and she found the one dishwasher that will work, and it is absolutely stunning. We have a dishwasher! Woo! Thank you, hashtag Team Jason, for all of you that came in for me and gave me a that big like pat on the back. You can do it, keep at it. And the Team Jason super fans that put down cold hard cash, that's what really sealed the deal. So the first load is dedicated to you. But I just have to be clear, Nikki was not against it. She's the one that made this happen. It wasn't me. I love you, honey. Very much. I'm sorry everybody got onto you. Everybody dogpiled her and we won, but You're
giving me a little bit too much credit here because it was not just me. The reason I found the dishwasher was actually because of you guys. There were so many comments coming in with recommended dishwashers, and this one was sent to me by over half a dozen people at least, probably more. And Jason's just concerned because there were some pretty harsh comments about me not letting him get a dishwasher. So now he's feeling like he's got to make out for it. But it's all right. I can take the heat. We're all good. No worries. I'm not offended. I've only disowned and unbefriended a few people on the hashtag Team Jason. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
So here's the dishwasher. Fits perfectly in this space. As you can see, it's not a huge basket, but it does hold about 8 plates. It'll hold our cups. This is lunch and breakfast or dinner only. It is perfect for 2 people, maybe 4 people. This little dishwasher has a couple other settings that are pretty neat. It has a sanitation mode where you throw like fruits and vegetables in there and it doesn't heat it up, it just sanitizes them. And then it also shows like fish and lobster in there, so I don't know, can you cook them or is it just sanitizing? I'm not really sure what's happening there.
Just washing.
But it's funny to go to the website and see like lobster inside here. It's like, whoop. Because this dishwasher has made such a splash, across the internet. Sorry. We had somebody say, you should name it. What are you going to name your dishwasher? I've never thought about naming a dishwasher. So if you have any comments, leave us a note down below because I'd love to hear your thought. And we'll christen her properly when we're out to sea. So it is the lunch hour, and that's why it's so quiet. But that's also why it's so dark in here. I'm always afraid to turn on lights in case they have them off for a reason. I don't want to mess anything up. So we didn't lose any galley space, but we did lose a little bit of closet space. And I think that will be interesting because now Nikki and I might have to share a little bit of closet space. So hopefully there's not any sort of marital issues. Marital, that sounds so weird. So here's this beautiful install. They've got these great shelves and this pop off, super lightweight cabinet door. And then you can see the dishwasher base here. So it's easy to inspect, easy to look for leaks.
Not that there'll be any of those.
No leaks ever on a boat. This is it. It's just genius. And they used to sell this in the US, but now the US model they have is actually attached to a sink. So we couldn't unfortunately get a model in English. We're gonna translate it and we're gonna know how to use it.
And we could still have an English manual.
Yes, I think we'll be.
Non-sponsored, we paid for this,
Yeah.
by the way. A lot of money.
Definitely not sponsored.
Oh yeah, wow, super easy. I think that was a worthy use of space as far as up in the galley. I don't feel like I lost anything. I feel like I actually gained quite a bit because now I don't have to put a dish strainer up on top of the counter, which is always a bit sketchy when you're underway. This is actually a lot safer. And I really liked our in-sink dish strainer that was built into our last boat. So I feel like this is kind of similar except for way more functional. So I'm actually very pleased with this. I thought this was a brilliant thing. I don't know why there are not more top loading dishwashers out there. There are none. This was the only one. And I think because they know that they're the only one, it is so much more expensive than any other dishwasher, which was also a little bit of the like, are we sure we want to like go for this? Because one, it's a variation order, meaning not a part of the original spec of the boat, so you pay more to have it installed. But we knew that HH would do a good job, so thought it was probably best to let them do that. And of course they did the finish out. Now we have this like still usable space underneath, built as these shelves. It looks really good. It's very slick. I'm stoked actually about the dishwasher, despite my original hesitation. I know everybody that I've shown this to and all the other owners are like, oh my gosh, that is an amazing dishwasher. I'm like, right. So it becomes a talking point for new friends here at the factory. Anyway, yay, Team Jason got the dishwasher. Yes, you all won. There are so many other things that I am like itching and dying to tell you about, so many exciting things, but it's just so chaotic right now and you don't get to see what anything's gonna really look like. But we could not wait on the dishwasher. We just felt like the install was officially complete, so we had to show you that one to kind of send you off with a fun something. But we gotta go and get off of this boat because we are headed over to the water for a sea trial. Obviously not on this boat, but on our other boat.
So yesterday we got to see the tender for the first time and I got to do my first boat project. That was quite exciting. Tender's all charged up, we got it working, no problem, and we are about to see it in the water for the first time. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, lots of excitement here. It's the end of the year, baby. Happy holidays. I hope they didn't put it in the water without me getting to see it. Hold on. So they're used to dropping big boats in this pond, not really small boats, so this will be interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, here we go. I guess maybe I should have got the oars out. Okay, that happened really quick. I was in the water floating away. Fortunately, started up, no problem. Nikki's on her way out so she can give it a test drive and I can get some shots.
It looks a little lonely in here, but that's okay, gives us more space. But I'm sad that our boat isn't floating right here.
And this isn't the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's not go there. There could be a whole lot of things I can point out, but this is pretty fantastic. We get to test this little puppy out. I don't think I've ever been so excited about a dinghy before. All right, so just a little recap before we take off here. We did a couple of videos, one where we were choosing just the tender itself, or at least testing tenders, because we were kind of on the fence between the inflatable and the rigid, and this was our favorite. We'll never have to buy another tender. This will live forever with Curiosity, even if we don't. The boats will outlive us by a long shot, and that was kind of the point. We wanted something that we would buy once, we went for quality, and of course we made a whole video about testing out electric motors. And then as far as the propulsion goes, I know that there are a lot of people super nervous that we have decided to go for electric. And I feel ya, it is still fairly new-ish technology. There's not a lot of these out there running around the world, but somebody's got to be the early adopter, and I just felt like I really had a lot of faith after visiting the factory and talking to them and testing it, of course. Just the range seemed on target as far as battery capacity went. You know, the speeds were amazing. The range seems good. Like, it just seemed to tick all of our boxes for what we wanted.
And a weight that could actually fit on our davits and size and everything.
Exactly. So it just felt like between the tender itself and the propulsion that this was our dream package, but only time will really tell. We will report fully over the next 3 to 6 months to a year and let you know if we made the right choice or not. And if we didn't, we'll own up to it. But I'm pretty positive that we did.
We're not here to sell you on it.
No, I'll eat my words. If I was wrong, I'll do it, but I just don't think so. It's always so weird. There's nothing to start or do. We just go. Okay, now I'll do some reverse. Nice. Okay. Been itching to use that reverse feature. See if I can remember how to drive a dinghy. Good thing we got tight turning radiuses on this thing. You can just go in circles in one spot. Just thought I'd make you nervous. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It feels like a big pond until you're actually racing around in a boat. Then you're like, gosh, it's a really small pond.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this time.
Okay. At least you can aim for the bladder.
Yeah, just a hit for the bladder. 14 knots of speed right there. Just like that.
So why are we out here doing this?
All right, we just need to test that the battery's working. We just need to take a couple % off and make sure it's not leaking and make sure everything is functioning, because the last thing we want to do is get on the boat, the big boat, drop this in the water for the first time and go, oh, nothing works. This is just like a little taste and a amuse-bouche.
Do we want to give Aaron a go?
Yeah, let's give Aaron a ride. Want to ride? Yep. So this is Erin. She is buying HH44 number 5. They're actually the ones that we swapped spots with, and they joined us once before on the Neil Trimaran when we were sailing it in Florida. So she is a familiar face, she is a friend, and she is buying this exact tender for her 44. So it's her first time to get to sail. No, first time to get to motor. First time to get to drive.
Yeah.
This tender.
Permission to board.
Permission granted.
Come on aboard. We're just telling everybody about you.
I'm gonna grab your shoulder here. Oh, I'm so excited.
I will give you the quick tour. Throttle. That's it. I got a little closer that time. I have a feeling if we hit that, we're just gonna go.
Wanna try it?
Like, what's the TV show, the old TV show, Dukes of Hazzard? They used to jump the Camaro or the Mustang up, yeah. Okay.
Charger,
and then,
maybe?
Charger? Was it a Dodge?
Dodge.
I can't remember. All right, in the reverse, there's a little button right here.
Okay.
You just push that button forward, and this bucket goes down, and it locks into place.
You just gonna keep mansplaining it to her, or are you gonna let her drive?
Yeah, I'm gonna let her drive. Okay.
So our old dinghy was the steering wheel.
Oh.
It's very different.
Yeah. I won't judge you. You don't have to push the power button.
No.
It's already on.
So
Weird,
just
right?
twist.
Just twist.
Okay. Like the car. I get in my car and everyone's like, how do you start it? It's on.
It's on.
I didn't take it easy at first.
Should also mention that Erin is a former SpaceX rocket scientist, so she has no fear.
She has no fear. It stops pretty quick.
I mean, that's the beauty of electric.
Yeah, right?
It's also a good safety feature.
So Erin, you are also no stranger to electric boats.
Correct, but this is the first time I've been in a jet engine one. So it's very different.
Yeah.
It has a lot more pickup.
Like thrust.
Yeah. Although we do have X-Shore electric boat, which has a lot of pickup.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I love how you hit the ground and you're like, woo!
yeah. Yeah, it definitely picks up quick. That's how it goes. You want a duck?
Yeah, go for
Ready?
it. Let's do it.
Let's see if I can do this.
Coming in hot!
Made it. Nailed it.
Mic drop. She's out.
Unfortunately, we having some issues with our cameras and our lenses, and now we got to send them all off. They're brand new freaking cameras. It's very disappointing. So we only have this one lens, and it's a longer lens, so I have to be further away. So I'm filming way back here just to get them sitting right there. Anyway, okay.
Nice.
Seems so sketchy. You look like a little kid going for a ride.
Shishi. Just like that. Man, that was fun. I'm glad we got to do that. It's a good way to end the year. Boat project, dishwasher, Tinder. What else we got?
More paperwork with Molly.
Paperwork, money, all of the other things, delays. Oh, we don't think about those things.
Going to dinner. Is that where we're going?
I think so.
I don't know what we're eating, but I was told this was very traditional Chinese seafood. Look how beautiful the blue crabs are.
These are king crabs. This guy is huge.
Okay, right, so this is apparently a very common seafood restaurant in China, which is where they do have all of the seafood alive and in the tanks, and you come in here and you sort of look and pick what you want to eat based off of what they have, and then of course there's set dishes up on the menu, but you can also just say, I would like the puffer fish, or I would like a lobster please, and you can pick yours out. Look at this. Oh my goodness.
We still have a few more.
Yeah, there'll be a lot more coming in if I know. They do enjoy the presentation. Yeah.
Beautiful. As if you couldn't tell, it was all very good. And this is not actually cantaloupe. I don't know of all the food, this is what I'm showing you. But this was a type of melon, and it looks like a cantaloupe, but it doesn't taste like a cantaloupe, and it was the most delightful thing I think I've ever eaten. There's none of it left. We all liked it very much. It was all very good. Okay.
And this building, holy cow, it's like over 120 years old, they said. And it's part of the old village that used to be here. And it's still here, but you know, it's grown up quite a bit around, but this place is still the same. So, what a wonderful spot. Okay, See you tomorrow.
Okay, so clearly we've been ordering a lot of packages for the boat, like in preparation. And this is China. Like, it is so safe here. And like, it's just no crime, no theft, no nothing, at least not on this island. Because they will just pile your packages up. They could leave them out front. Like, you could just set stuff there on the sidewalk and nobody would ever touch it. It is crazy. It's unreal. I mean, it's like, this is what you come home to. Oh my gosh. Cracks me up. I am back at the factory today. Jason stayed back to work on editing this video because otherwise we will not get it out, because today is Thursday. And of course the video goes out on Sunday, so got a lot of work to do. But they are stepping our mast today, and that was like such a big ordeal last time, so I had to come in today to at least show you that it is going on and for me to see it. So this is our boom. I guess they are lifting that first. This is our night vision camera. Woo! Very excited about that little piece of equipment. So this is our furler. It looks so long. Moment of truth here. Do they fit? I find myself with like this slight bit of anxiety of like, before they were too long and now are they going to be too short? I surely hope not. I'm sure it's right, but I can't help but I'm nervous. Well, good news on the mast. Everything fits. They're very happy. Talked to Paul and James about it quite a bit. Everything looks good. They're gonna do some tuning and everything over the weekend, but by next week, rig should be all in place and good. And then of course it's time to fit the sails. Yay! Next task is some stuff on the interior. We have got cushions to look at because there's been some changes made there. And I've got a few other things to go over with Paul and James and Miss Molly, our bestest project manager ever. Yeah, I feel like I have done so much today. Jason's missing a ton. And editing, and I'm sure you would probably rather be here, but anyway, thanks, love. For doing all the hard work. Checking out the cushions, because Aaron and I had more than one question about the original design, so they have changed and improved drastically, and very, very happy. Very happy. Yay!
Very happy now. And so many concerns. They've all been addressed, and we feel listened to.
I feel heard and seen.
It's great.
Yes, and I feel very happy about all of my interior cushions and my exterior cushions, so this is good. It looks so different with the cushions. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I have a feeling I'm gonna love this spot. This might be my spot.
There you go.
All right, this is my spot. Pretend it's above.
Lovely, lovely modeling. Well done, Aaron. Visualizing. Lots of things to be excited about. The interior is coming together. It's starting to look really good. So many things.
Well, that was a very productive week. Probably a good way to end such a stressful year. And wow, like Nikki said in the beginning of the video, we expected to be sailing for Christmas. And unfortunately, there's not quite enough time to fly back to the US and see all of our family. So we're gonna explore this beautiful country. We're gonna head west towards the Tibetan mountains and then just sort of wing it from there. No real plan, that should be interesting. It will definitely be an adventure, get us out of our comfort zone, for sure. So this will be our last video for this year here on YouTube. We will be sharing a little bit on Instagram maybe, and definitely on Patreon. So happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you for sticking with us through such a untethered year. And here's to a very, very smooth 2024. Happy holidays, guys. We'll see you next year.